Man, what's going on, YouTube? How you doing? How you doing? First and foremost, man, I hope y'all having a wonderful day. Now, you probably watching this video on your lunch, and you probably brought lunch to work. I hope you didn't eat it for breakfast this morning. Now you're hungry now. But listen, I got $2 for you, so you can go to that snack machine and get you some chips, and you can drink a cup of water, man, from that filtered water, they got out there in the break room. But anyway, thank y'all for the support, man. I humbly appreciate it. And I don't know why they keep cutting my comments off. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know. But I turned them on though. But it seemed like when I check it, it'd be on. Then like 5 minutes into the video, it'd be off. So I'm gonna work on that too. So y'all just bear with me. If y'all see my comments off, just give it 5 minutes or something. I don't know. But anyway, before we get started, man, please subscribe to your boy, and let's get it now. Pan-Africanism, man. Reason why I talk about Pan-African so much, because I be on social media, man. It just be so many things they be talking about, man. It just irk me a lot. And I'm pretty sure irk a lot of people listening to these Pan-Africans, right? So I said, man, I was gonna do a live. I mean, not live, but I said I was gonna do a video talking about Pan-Africanism and just the negatives and reason why we just ain't rocking with it. And I'm pretty sure other content creators have done this also, but I just want to put my perspective on it, right? First and foremost, Pan-Africanism is gone. It ain't worth joining. It ain't worth having that ideology. It's not worth any of that. You know what I mean? And I always say this, Pan-Africanism kind of destroyed us a little bit as black people. Us as black people, man, during the Pan-Africanism times, like I'm gonna say late 80s, early 90s, it kind of destroyed us mentally also. One of the things how it destroyed us was it stopped us from trusting each other, like investing in each other or donating to each other when we have certain causes or certain things that we want to do. I always keep in mind, most of the scamming come from Pan-Africans. Now, I'm from Mississippi, right? So I don't think we didn't use Pan-African. We used like Black First or the Conscious or Black Power, that type of stuff. But looking back on it, it kind of was like Pan-Africanism, because you hear a couple of these niggas talking about we need to go back to Africa. You know, America is dirty and racist and blah 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 blah. But anyway, man, we had some of these people talk a good game. One of the main things they said, well, hey, listen, black people, if y'all donate to us, we're going to try to get the whole neighborhood to go back to Africa, right? Now, this was back in the late 80s, early 90s. We're going to go back there, but we need like $20,000. We can raise $20,000. We can ship all our people. We can go back to Africa, buy land, do businesses, and be with the people, be with our people, because the Africans are our people. And during that time, a lot of black people believed it, and a lot of black people put money into that. So when black people start putting money into it, let's say by a year later, we seeing these same people begging for more money. And black people still sending them money again. Until eventually things start to come out on these people by taking our money and doing other things with it. We seeing these people riding a Mercedes Benz, Volvos, wearing fancy clothes, because at one point when they were begging for money, they was dusty, they was broke. They ain't look like they ain't had nothing. Now, these people took all our money and started doing other things that they say they was going to do but not doing. You know what I'm saying? Or even, or Dr. Umar, for example, building the school, even though the school about to be open, as he say, but look how long it took. Look how secretive he was about the money. You get what I'm saying? Look at all the things that surrounded that school that made us look at him like, nigga. So that's one of the things that hurt Pan-Africanism, reason why people just don't trust black people at one point in time. That's why with this delineation movement with Foundation of Black Americans, Solon, my indigenous people, my freedmen, my descendants of emancipated people, my descendants of slaves, anybody that's tied to this land and that don't have an immigrant background, that's why now we're trying to work back together again and supporting each other and trusting each other again. Because for decades, we didn't trust other people when they was doing things. You know, we always side-eyed. When people come around here and ask us like, hey, can you support my business? Or can you support this a foundation I got started, and we a side out. We won't even help them. So that's why you see a lot of this, because it was a lot of distrust because of Pan-Africanism. In my opinion, not everything, but some of that stuff come from Pan-Africanism. And another reason why Pan-Africanism does not work, or reason why they're crashing out, because at one point in time, Pan-Africanism taught us to hate America. It did. It taught us to hate America. Like I said on one of my videos, we used to spell America with 3 K's in it. We used to talk down on America. This is a racist country. I hate this country. I hope America fall. We used to say all this crazy stuff about America, but still living in America. But we used to look towards Africa for everything. We used to look towards Africa for the light. We used to look towards Africa like it's the motherland, like it's the end all be all of everything. But really, we the end all be all of everything. We are the motherland of everything. We are the parents of the diaspora. We are the chosen people. We are the people with the spirit and the soul. And we forgot about that, but now we get it. Because that's why you're seeing a lot of people having this major awakening about themselves, because their ancestors are talking to them. We ain't got no funky ass African ancestors talking to them. We don't. So this is just this is a couple of things that I've written down that I just want to talk about with Pan-Africanism, right? One thing about Pan-Africanism, why a lot of Black Americans not dealing with them no more, is the dilution of our reparation of things that's owed to us. You have a lot of Pan-Africans that want global reparations or global tangibles, but these Pan-Africans don't want us to have anything here. They don't want us to just be specific to us, specific to foundational Black Americans. They want to be specific to Africans, Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos, anybody that's melanated. They cool with them getting the benefits, but what Pan-Africans don't understand, we only talk about a debt that is owed, that the United States owe us, not what other places owe us. And trust me, other places do owe us, but we only focusing on United States of America. So basically what Pan-Africans want us to do is include the Africans with it. I don't want to have nothing to do with them Africans getting the money here. Africans need to fight for Africans. They got CARICOM. We not a part of CARICOM. We ain't trying to get in CARICOM. I think we should now, but I'm heard CARICOM is failing anyway. So that's one of the things that a lot of foundational Black Americans don't like. Another thing is the resource sharing. That's another thing. You got a lot of these immigrants that come over here and come in our neighborhoods, open up all these businesses that the government funds. Okay, the government funds them. We can't get certain things popping for us because of that. Because these people set up they set up a defense around these immigrants so they can make money off us. We got the Chinese restaurants. We got the Arab gas station. We got the Africans selling stuff in our neighborhood. But none of these people are not pouring back into our neighborhoods. You get what I'm saying? They're not doing a tour drive. They're not doing a backpack drive. They're not donating to the schools. They're not supporting football teams. They're not doing none of that. They not. But they reaping the benefits financially from us. Even the little jobs that we have, like the little side gigs that we used to do, especially our children used to do, cut grass, working at McDonald's, Popeyes, working at, low-level paying jobs. Our young kids can't even do this no more because what? The immigrants come in our neighborhood and take those kids' jobs too. That's crazy. And Pan-African stand with it. Pan-African stand with it. And it's a sad thing, man. It's a sad thing. And another thing why people not feeling Pan-Africans right now is because Pan-Africans allow xenophobia. Pan-Africans always allow these immigrant groups to attack us. They always allowed that and never said nothing. But when we attack these immigrant groups back, oh, they saying we being xenophobic, or we being mean, or the Africans don't know no better. These Africans and Caribbeans and other groups of people that come over here with anti-Black hatred, they know better. If you have anti-Black hatred, you understand everything what's going on. There's a hatred in you. If you have anti-Black jealousy, a lot of these people come over here jealous and broken poor. You get what I'm saying? A lot of these people come from countries where they probably was the big dog in their little tribe or whatever, but they get over here and see the Black Americans thrive and they wish they had that. They wish they had that, but they don't got it, y'all. These people do not have it. So when they see us successful, they see us educated, they see us with the soul and the pride of being black, they get jealous of that. Then they try to talk down on us like we small, we like this small and they up here. No, 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 no. But when we start verbally firing back and stopping them, they don't like that. And Pan-Africans get upset with that because they want these people to rule over us. And I think it's crazy, man. I just think it's crazy. I just think it's crazy. And the last but not least is how Pan-Africans still trying to sow division between us. How Pan-Africans do not want black Americans to talk about our history here in America. They only want to focus on Africa. They always want to talk about what African history is, but they never want us to talk about our history. Black America, we have the best history in the world, man. There's no history better than ours. Just think about it. Everybody want to imitate us. Everybody want to copy us. Everybody, man. And they can't. And Africans can't produce that. Caribbeans can't produce that. Even with Caribbean, let's just use some stereotypical. Let's just talk about music, for example. Even reggae come from us, if you think about it. Jamaican toasting, that come from us. Scat. Oh, I might got toasting and scat confused, but that come from us. Then they started it. Then they started using it. That was us. At one point in time, they only used to like sing songs from us. Like I guess they had radios back then or something in Jamaica or in the Caribbean islands, and they used to hear radio stations from the United States. So they used to do cover songs and copy those songs until they found their own lane, and that come from us. We don't claim it. We ain't saying Caribbean music is ours, but we have a big influence on it, yo. We had a big influence on it. There's nothing that these people from Africa to the Caribbean islands to wherever have done anything that's just innovative. What have they done? And Pan-Africanism want us to forget about that. Pan-Africanism want us to forget about our ancestors on how they were some strong people. Our ancestors wasn't no weak people. They wasn't. Now there are some Pan-Africans that brought great knowledge to the game here. You know what I'm saying? Because without Pan-Africanism, we wouldn't know the history of blackness, in my opinion. Because Pan-African did teach us about blackness, did teach us about self-respect, did teach us about other things that was great. And I would never take that from them. But we can't just poo-poo on what we have done in America. And that's what Pan-Africans want us to do. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I want to bring back this point that I said earlier about the trust factor. See, we building trust right now with each other. And we to the point now where we do see somebody scamming, we ain't just finna sit there and just let it fly by. We gonna pounce on that person that's scamming. We gonna pounce on that person that's trying to undermine us. We gonna call it out right then and there. It ain't just gonna be one or two people. We're gonna come as a whole attacking people that trying to take from us. And we still gonna talk to our people, say, hey, there's just one bad apple in the bunch, but there are other good apples that we can still mess with out here, and delineating and working together, coming together, and things like that. That's what I think. And I think that's what's happening right now. And Pan-Africans don't like that. Pan-Africans want us to hate America. Why they want us to hate America for? We can hate white supremacy is global. America just land. But why they want us to hate it so bad? This is what I think about a lot of these Pan-Africans, right? I think a lot of these Pan-Africans have something to hide. There's a couple Pan-Africans that I follow, and I got to know a few of them over the years. And from talking to them, it's always seemed like they running from something, right? A lot of these Pan-Africans are running from something. Like one in particular, it's a brother that I met, and he got children, got small children. I think his children, not small, because my kids are old, so any child small to me. But I think his children like between 8 and 10 years old, you know what I mean? And they boys. And him and his girl just broke up or whatever. And so all of a sudden, he just want to go to Africa. He want to move to Africa, just forget everything. But during that time, he was going through a lot with his family, with his kids, with all these things that was going on, but he want to run from his responsibility, and that's his babies, and go to Africa. He gonna forget all about his kids, which he had. He forgot about his children. They didn't even bring his children to Africa with him. At least bring the kids with you if you can. They running from something. He's running from something. He running from being a father. A lot of these cats that go out here is running from something. There's another dude I seen. He got a felony, right? No, he ain't got no felony. It's something he did with a woman. I think he all-worded a woman or something. And ever since that situation happened, he always been talking about going to Africa, just running to Africa. He was known for abusing women. This is what he was known for, and sexually assaulting them. But he want to run to Africa. He got all this black pride, F America, this and that, this and that. But what you running from? What you got going on in your personal life? That you want to forget everything here. Just everything here in America. Your family is born here. Your family is buried here. You got children here. Your life was here. What's going on in your life that you want to convince other people that Africa is the place to go? Now, let me pause for a minute. I'm not knocking people that moved out the country. I think if you move out the country, I think that's a dope thing, you know what I'm saying? But don't down talk us because we want to stay here and fight and get what's owed to us. All because you got something going on internally with you. And you want us to be down there with you because you got some shit going on in your personal life. That's just not going to work. We don't move like that. We just don't. So for all the people that live abroad, this ain't towards y'all at all. It's just I'm talking to these certain group of people. You know what I'm saying? This particular group of people that do foul things out here. Because keep in mind, man, these Pan-Africans, man, they done some dirty things, man. We seen it. Let's take Dr. Umar out of it. Think about all the other Pan-Africans we done seen on YouTube. We seen them on the news. They did some foul stuff, man. A lot of these men abuse women. They find these women with children, right? And they find these women with children that have low self-esteem or being abused in life, and they haven't recovered from it. And these men pounce on that. They just something like a preacher in a way. But they pounce on them. They take advantage of the mentally weak, right? And when they pounce on these particular women, it's a certain subset of women that fall for this shit. But when they fall for it, then these men moving to their house. Because none of these Pan-Africans never had their own crib, but they live with these women. These women have children. Then they start to abuse these children physically. We have seen stories of this. I don't have to name no names, but we seen stories of this, of these Pan-Africans doing this shit. Being conniving. Being not honest about themselves. We see it. Then these children be sexually assaulted by these men. And the women, some of these women will sit there and allow this in the name of Pan-Africanism or name of whatever ideology these men put on these women's minds to convince them that. That's why I blame these Pan-African dudes for this shit, man. While a lot of things kind of messed up and quirky right now. They done a lot of foul things, bro. A lot. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. And that's my thoughts on Pan-African. If I think of something else, I'm going to make me another video about these Pan-Africans. But that's how I view them, man. They very dangerous. They very hostile. And they don't offer nothing. And there's nothing reciprocal of being a Pan-African. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was cool about, okay, I learned the history of black people around the world. That's the only good thing about it. Or when I have conversations with people I can hang with them talking about certain things that went on in Africa or around the world. But at the end of the day, me as a black American, foundation of black American, descendants of emancipated people is much more important than me learning about some flip-flop wearing people in Africa. But anyway, salute to everyone, and I thank y'all for watching.